Fine, I guess that's okay. But no matter what, Byaku, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her!
Naturally. Who would want to touch a filthy dead body?
A detective. That's enough fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out. Everyone keep this in mind. If we can't uncover Sakura's killer, all of us face execution. Finding out who killed Sakura. It's not a matter of hoping we can do it. If we want to survive, we have to do it. It's a kind of hopeless hope. We have no choice but to just do it!
Just do it!
Alright, here we go. I better check the Monokuma file. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon.
That's why he calls her Ogre. I forgot her last name.
The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There was evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems that at some point, the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood.
Poison. Poison.
I think the case this time might be a challenge. Why is that? The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through. And that door has been jammed shut with a chair from inside the rec room.
Thank you.
Which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door. So if the door was blocked from the inside and there was no way in or out until we broke the window, there's like zero escape, right? Zero escape! In other words, this is a classic locked room murder.
Oh, of course it is, yeah.
A locked room murder? I guess you might see this kind of thing a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever.
That's why we did it.
Yeah, but could it really happen in real life? And right before our very eyes like this? Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails? Sure, if you don't mind. When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed.
False.
This simply means the killer commits his crime, then through some special method seals the door. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the locking of the room. Basic approaches include using a string or simple mechanism. There are a number of variations. So for that, all we have to do is check the door to see if that's what it was, right? The second type is when the locked rooms already exist before the crime is committed. Oh? Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim inside. You push a switch and it fires a handgun. You shoot an arrow through a gap in the door, something like that. But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in this school, and the door doesn't have any gap that would allow it. Yeah, I think we can probably cross that one off the list. The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up. What do you mean by that? They stay hidden, and when the door is opened, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that. That sounds like it could have been possible. Maybe. And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a locked room? By that I mean, there is actually an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You see this a lot in novels and things, but in reality it's genuinely not possible. Then you think we can cross that one off too?
No.
I believe so, yes.
No.
So when it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics. So there are 4 possibilities. Then Kyoko, which of those 4 choices seems the most likely in this case? That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial. But right now, I can't really say. I see.
I see.
Everyone does that now. Alamis and I do that when we do 999. We do this during Danganronpa.
James just does it.
James just does it all the time. The way the killer set up the locked room. Until I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. Alrighty. Let's
Does that have blood?
No,
well, it can't be because it's pink.
Yeah, it's we have to eat lunch. I'm so hungry.
No, I know. I was just because I was looking at this the whole time because it looks like blood splatter, kind of.
It is not blood splatter because it's not pink.
I know, but I was like, did they miss one?
Okie dokie then.
Protein zyme, of course.
Proteins.
Wait, we didn't smash it with protein zyme. What's that doing? Okay. So I'm just looking. I'm not actually gonna investigate anything. I'll just save, but.
I'm gonna have fun editing all this out later.
You're welcome.
Thanks. Okay, so it's been 2 months since we played this. No, we're not starting a new game.
Are you sure it's been 2 months?
No.
I don't remember anything. I have to start over.
No, you don't. Alright, so what happened last time? No, you're gonna spoil things. Stop.
End.
Stop.
I just want to finish this fucking game already. It's awful. I hate it. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, so last time what happened, Kyoko got mad at us.
Fucking died.
Kyoko didn't die.
No, Sakura did.
Yeah. Kyoko got mad at us because we wouldn't tell her about
We were
Sakura.
being a bitch.
We were being a little whiny bitch. And then you got engaged to Aoi.
I did.
And then
Me and Aoi are married
fucking
now.
died.
It's the fourth wall, bro.
Uh-oh.
This door is the only way in and out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence.
What are you doing? Why are you skipping my line?
I don't give a shit.
I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself.
Okay, I was gonna say, please don't have this be a clue. Okay. You can read it if you want.
This door is the only way in or out of the rec room. This door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only notable change to the door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside.
Wow. Fucking vandalism, Makoto.
I know. If there wasn't enough to make you hate him, now vandalism.
Now he's a felon.
There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words...
In other words, what?
I don't know. In other words,
Makoto,
what?
in other words, what?
I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself.
Thanks, Makoto. Didn't we do a lot when we were here last time, or did I not look at
Nope,
anything?
we just...
Oh, no, we specifically didn't look at anything.
Yep, we just saw her dead and we
Okay.
quit. So look at everything.
There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. The glass is all red, and these are the top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle.
Oh, it's starting so fast. Wow.
Are you so excited for the next game where you have to voice the protagonist?
Does he say shit like this?
Well, he has to.
Oh my god, I'm gonna hate it.
He's more sarcastic than Makoto is, though.
Wow, there's a bunch of glass shards, and the top of a bottle, and the bottom of a bottle. Holy shit, was this originally a bottle?
It was.
Oh my god.
Yeah, right?
Makoto, I wish that bottle was used on you.
Yeah. Yeah,
Huh? There's something else in the ground near the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand.
What the fuck? It's a little Monokuma with a
Monokuma knife.
chess piece.
It's a Monokuma figure.
Yeah, see, there's more in the back.
Hmm?
There's more Monokuma bottles in the back.
Cool. I don't give a shit about.
This looks like some kind of wrapper. Ah, that's... Do you recognize it, Hina? Well, yeah. I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right?
Oh yeah, that happened too.
So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little. So you gave that candy to Sakura. I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we could get to the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room.
I understand.
I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. You really like them that much?
But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her.
It's okay, sweetheart. We'll figure out who did this.
But now they've lost all their flavor.
Hina. There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died?
That's a weird one.
Uh-huh.
No one else will get that.
Nope.
You should just cut that out because it wouldn't make no sense to anyone.
Probably, yeah. Either or I'll just leave it in just to fuck with them.
None of you will ever know.
There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. And inside each bottle, there's some kind of Monokuma figure.
They all wow, they all have chess pieces.
A puzzle piece.
You gotta find a puzzle piece.
Thanks, Makoto.
You're welcome.
No, if I said, whoa, those are chess pieces, then I'd be retarded. Now I'm just retarded because...
I see.
What I'm wondering is, how'd they get those figures inside the bottles?
Oh my god. That's... It's like, he's the kind of person that looks at those chips in a bottle and is like, how'd you put that in there? It's like, oh, Makoto.
It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle.
Thank you, Kyoko.
Huh? You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside. You've never seen that? Oh, yeah, maybe I have. So this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things little by little.
You're not, Makoto.
The Monokuma bottle sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass which probably started out as a bottle.
I already hate where he's going with this.
What you mean, Sakura must have been hit in the head with a Monokuma bottle, right?
Alright, this chapter is just gonna be a headache. I can
Listen,
tell.
he needs to say it at some point so that everyone
No,
knows.
he doesn't! There's one missing and there's one shattered over the back of her fucking head.
Yeah, we all need to establish that not only do we know this, but Makoto also knows this as well. So he needs to say it at some point. So that we know that he's not just an idiot and he is figuring it out. Just as we are.
No, because we're playing as Makoto.
But he's a separate entity from us too, though.
No, because if the fact that you're playing as Makoto means that I should be doing the thinking. Because Makoto just saying aloud what I figured out before we even started playing this chapter.
You did not figure out if he got hit in the head with the bottle before he started this chapter.
No, but you know what I mean though.
Sure.
Being facetious now,
Uh-huh.
but you know what I mean. Like
Yes.
the fact that he's just sort of saying it. It's like this is already very, very well established. That's why it's all there, and that's why we have to investigate it so that we know.
Yeah, but I also like the feelings that we all know, everyone is on the same page. We all know, okay, so that is what happened. Great. We can move on. We don't have to wonder if that is what happened. We know, okay, that happened. Let's move on. We can think
But
about
that's the
other things.
point of the mystery game is to
Well, yeah.
figure out what happened, not for them to.
Well, yeah,
to
but they don't tell you everything that
sim-
happens. They
Well, no,
just
but
tell you,
for them
okay,
to
that
tell you
happened.
these simple things that you should just be putting together.
That's true, but not everyone's as smart as you are.
I am not claiming that. I'm just saying, man, there's been a murder, and it's also chapter 4, which means you should know how these things work. There's a shattered glass bottle around her.
Shattered glass bottle.
A shattered glass bladder.
Uh-huh.
It was made out of fiberglass, but the U.S. government
Government
deemed it too
too
unsafe. No one will get where that's from, and if anyone does, I'll be very impressed.
Anyway, shall we continue?
So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon.
Thanks, Makoto.
Huh? The locker's open, and there on the inside is a handprint? What's a handprint doing here? It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and it left a handprint in all the dust. And it looks quite fresh, too. I'd say someone was hiding here in the locker and they left behind a little something extra. So then, maybe the killer hidden there into the locked room was open, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group. Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. Huh? Why not? Think back. Before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? Oh yeah, and the locker was already open at that point.
Here's my thing. If Makoto couldn't have had that flashback, so he would have had to have known that, which means why would he suggest it in the first place?
So that we don't think that's the conclusion.
No, I know, but just think about it. In
Yeah,
universe, you have the whole separate entity thing that you were just talking about. Think about it for a minute.
That's true. That's true.
That's like me saying, we did this, but think about it. You're right, we didn't do that. Then why would you suggest?
I don't know.
Yeah, so then, what does this handprint mean?
That is an interesting addition, though. So, okay, hold on, because I gotta now remember the situation. So the situation was she was dead and it was locked from the inside.
Yes. She is dead. It was locked from the inside. We had
was
to break
no
in
one
to get
inside.
there. There was no one inside.
My guess is that they hid in the locker when she came in here and then they attacked. I still don't understand the whole locked door thing. That's obviously what we'll have to figure out.
Make sure you check the magazine shelf. You need to check that too.
Yeah, I was just looking around to see what we needed.
That same shelf full of magazines. There are all different kinds of magazines here.
Well, there's blood around it. I kind of.
Oh, maybe you don't.
Oh,
Never mind.
wow! I'm actually surprised because I was like, "There's blood all around it." Why?
Well, you
why
did
would
check the floor already.
I guess. Yeah.
You haven't checked her yet.
No, I know. I'm just getting all the little bits first.
Oh, okay.
I think we just used this, so I don't think.
No, we didn't. Oh, Aoi might have.
Yeah, we did. Isn't it?
Oh, yeah,
No,
Aoi handed it to us. You're right. There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance of the room. It looks like a protein drink.
Oh no, we
and
used a
it's empty.
broom, didn't we?
That's right, we did.
Okay.
Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein.
Protein!
Protein.
And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments. I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I know. But still, this protein can. It's got a label on it that says Chem A-2. That reminds me. Sakura mentioned how the Chem Lab had all kinds of health stuff. So she must have gotten this from the Chem Lab. But that's strange. Huh? What is? You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of light blue glass. They must be parts of the window I broke to get inside. But they aren't just scattered around the can, they're also underneath it. Why does that matter?
Why do you?
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on. An important clue? I'm not sure I see how...
I mean, clearly. Okay. That is also a lot of glass for a little corner of a window. So I don't know how this could be possible. We'd have to get more information. But potentially, you could have shattered one of these, locked the door, and then replaced it with another one if you had it.
We haven't seen any like that in the school, though.
The glass.
Yeah.
Well, no, but that's what I mean. So like, I don't know how that would be possible, but I'm saying that is potentially something that could happen.
Could.
The chair was shoved up against the doorknob so you couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used in the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it.
So you couldn't have done what you just said because you couldn't have just reached in to lock the door. Because the door didn't lock. It pushed a chair in front of it.
I mean, that depends on how heavy the chair is. You
I
could
guess,
also could
yeah.
just reach in and pull the chair
I
in front of
guess.
the door.
I guess. But would someone have been able to reach? Depends on who it is. Biaki could have stuck his like 80% leg in there and like...
Well, I mean, again, it also, you're right, it depends, but also, all you gotta do is just leave the chair close to the closed door when you close it, so
That's
that
true.
you can just pull
That's
it out.
true.
And there's no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that, so the killer must have created the locked door from the inside, not from the outside.
Okay, so they're probably telling me that, because it's in yellow. But that's suspicious. This whole glass is suspicious then, unless there's some... Can't see the ceiling! Oh god!
Oh god!
Well,
Sakura drew her last breath sitting slumped forward in this chair. There's obvious evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally I wouldn't have any problem believing that's what killed her, but according to the Monokuma file, she also vomited blood. And I can see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. So what could have caused her to vomit blood?
oh, that could be what that is over there.
That could be. The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries.
She hasn't suffered any other injury. So, okay, so probably the protein then was tampered with because it was in the chem lab. Because it was in the chem lab. But then the bottle becomes a mystery. Maybe, no, Makoto, no.
Maybe her getting on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood.
Makoto, stop. Not a chance.
Finally, you get to talk!
Yeah, I've. It's fine. All my characters are dead.
They are. It's so sad.
Byakuya!
However, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location.
interesting.
Yes, most interesting, don't you agree? You're not gonna tell me.
No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died.
No shit. How you doing, sweetie?
We already know who did it. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It had to be one of them. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto?
No. Because it's too obvious. This game would never do that.
This kid would be crying and shaking. Danganronpa would never do this.
Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more.
Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room.
What?
That would have been good to know.
After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she told me... She said she'd left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. By noon, the Monokuma file said she died right around then. I'm telling you the truth. I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her. But she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. But this is what happened. If I'd stopped her, by force even, this never would have happened.
Hina, it's impossible not to have regrets, I know. But the fact that she asked those three to meet with her, and she asked them to come to the rec room at noon, the same time and place she ended up dying, it might be good to confirm what I just heard of the three of them directly. But for Sakura to have been killed, yeah, she's not the type who'd go down without a fight.
Hence the bottle.
And she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? They must have taken her by surprise, right? Certainly, they would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her.
So here's my thought now. I don't know if it was one of those three, but whoever did it knew that she was going to be meeting them here. Hid in the locker, or poisoned the protein, hid in the locker. When she died by the protein, which I'm assuming that's the case because they said that that was the only wound, they came out of the locker to mess with the room. To like, you know. The other thing is, maybe, I don't know, but they could have also threw the bottle onto the floor as a red herring.
Could be.
This
But why
game
not
would do something.
hide the protein thing then if you were going to do that?
I don't know. I'm just assuming that the only reason she would be vomiting up blood and no other injuries would have to be something about like her poison.
That's
protein.
very true.
Unless there's something else in her. Maybe she just
That's
got
right.
really sick.
That's right.
Maybe Aoi poisoned her kid. You son of a bitch.
Not your fiance.
I couldn't live with myself if she did this. I'm literally crying and shaking. Aoi would never do this.
Best
Oh
boy.
yeah, that's right. It's me.
Yeah, best
I
boy.
get to talk.
Yay.
What do you want? You're bothering me.
There's something I'd like to talk to you about.
Make it quick.
Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room?
So you found out. Interesting.
Then it's true?
I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster?
And so you didn't go see her?
Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all.
Byakuya says he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
We're all finished. Please remove yourself from my sight.
Okay, thanks.
You literally just came up to talk to me like 2 minutes ago, yeah.
Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so. For the most part. Then you should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave. Which is why I've decided you'll go in my place. She's decided. She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right. I do have to go talk to the others.
Because you're being a little
Bitch! Sakura wanted to meet with 2 other people. I need to hear what they have to say.
Oh my god.
I am back.
This door doesn't have a lock. There's no,
I can't
You have
leave.
to hit B. There you go.
Those other two probably went back to their rooms.
And didn't go to the crime scene.
No, they were at the crime scene. We're all at the crime scene, and then Aoi had a big hissy fit and said, "You can't be here."
Oh, that's right. That's right. So it was Hiro and
Toko,
Toko.
my girl.
I pressed the doorbell. And after a few seconds...
Huh? Who's there?
Ugh, the most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
Well, what do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore?
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
That is a good mood for Toko.
Yeah.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time? Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall.
What do you want? You said you wanted to talk to me about something?
I wanted to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
Byakuya already told me she asked to meet with him.
What? She wanted to meet with Master too? I just said two, didn't I? I guess now it's totally obvious, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. So can you tell me about it?
I admit I did get the note, but I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go.
Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her?
Yeah, she also just hid the fact that she got the note in the first place.
Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Shut up, Makoto.
Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room.
With that, Toko quickly retreated into her room.
Yeah, cool.
There's Yasuhiro. Good old Yasuhiro. I pressed the doorbell. And after a few seconds...
You know? What's up, Makoto? Did you need something?
Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you.
How'd you know about that? Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you?
Oh, Hiro.
But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me yourself that she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too.
What? When did Sakura tell you that?
Oh, well, when she asked me to meet with her, of course.
But didn't she write you a note?
Yeah, no. She gave it to me in person and happened to mention the others, like, in passing.
I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious.
Look, he's got little chin hairs. I just noticed. Oh, yeah.
So then you went and met with Sakura?
No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that?
Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt and I took her to the nurse's office. I haven't seen her since then.
Even though you just said you saw her in person when she gave you a note.
Yeah.
While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you?
Oh, do I still have it? Let's see.
Hiro was feeling around in his pockets.
Sorry, looks like I don't have it anymore.
With a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. But when he did it, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Huh? Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his pocket.
Sorry. Just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out.
Trash?
Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked to meet with me, but I never went. So, well, if you'll excuse me.
Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room.
God damn it, Nancy. What'd you do?